Welcome to your tutorial on the Manager mobile app. In this tutorial, we'll walk you through installing it and the basic functionality. So you'll want to start with your Google Play Store or the Apple App Store in order to find the app to download it. We'll click here and you'll search for PrimeNet Manager app. And that should display down here, or you'll click your search to find it. We'll go ahead and click on it. And we see it's the first one in our list. So we'll click here and we'll go ahead and click the install. And it's downloading and installing. We will need a supervisor account in order to sign into this. Now you can either close this and go to where your apps are at and then move it to one of your home screens, or just leave it on your section where the apps are. It's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and click open from here. And we see the first thing that pops up is the privacy policy. Nothing in here is used to track you or any other information about you or selling anything or none of that stuff. This is basically an app that's used between you and your workplace in order to manage your employees. Down at the bottom, just click I agree. And that brings us to our login screen. Now you want to click below each of these in order to enter the information. So I click here. I can see it's ready, and I'm going to put in my server URL. This will be https:// and I'm going to put the most common URL in, although it could be possible that your URL may be different. So PrimeNet, the number 9.primenettime, two T's in that, .com. Next, I need my username. And username's not case sensitive, but the password is case sensitive. So just remember that when entering it. Once you've entered in your password, you can decide whether to have the app remember you so you don't have to log in each time. And then just click login. Helps if I have the right username. And there we go. Tells me the company I'm logged into and that I am logged in, and I can select continue. So I've got some different things down here I can do. It's also got the select a pay period. In here, I've got different areas I can go to as well. But we'll come up here and just select the current pay period. And there's nothing going on for that one yet. Prior pay period, I can see everyone's totals. And I'm able to approve the pay period from here for each employee. So on these three dashes over here, I've got the option when I click on it to select sign off or reject. Reject means that I don't approve of the card. Sign off means, yeah, everything's fine. And that way my administrator knows that I've looked at it and they can process payroll based on that. Are you sure you want to sign off the time card for Grace Park? Here we would just select continue. It gives me an option to cancel if I pressed it by mistake, but we're going to select continue, and Grace is done. We can move on to the others. Down here at the bottom, I can click on exceptions, and I see the people with exceptions. If I tap and hold and drag to the right, I can see the different options available to me. I can edit this one I can complete the punch or delete it altogether if it was a duplicate or anything like that. So I'm going to complete this punch. He's got an in punch, which is an I here. O would be out punch. LO is lunch out. LI would be lunch in. And these are the punch types that we have, not the ones that we need. So he does have a lunch in up here on the second at 11:20. And the reason it's here is because he does not have a lunch out. So that's what these punch types mean here. For this punch type, he's got an in. The reason he's here is because he has an in, but no matching out punch. So I'll select complete punch. His date out, the timeout. The first was the hour, and the second one we could put the minutes. And then choose up here, click on whether it's AM or PM, and click OK. We don't need a start or an end location. It wants to have a client. I'm just for the end location and start location, I'm just going to put MP for missed punch. And save that. Punch saved, successful. I click OK. And now if we go down and look, he's gone and we can work on the next punch. The next thing over down at the bottom to the left is our PTO request. And in the same way we did with the exceptions, we can slide this to the right and either approve it or deny it. I can see up here, he's got 32 hours remaining. His bank does not allow a negative amount. He wants 3 hours deducted from the vacation bank. I can click approve. Leave a note for him so that he can see. Click continue. And then his 3 hours is gone. We can work on the next ones if we want from there. If the employee asks us to put a request in for them, we can do that by clicking the plus down here. Select our employee, our date. The start time here is only needed if we're not using this for all day. In other words, maybe he wants to work from 8 to noon, but at noon he's going to take the rest of the day off. At that point, I could select noon or 12:30, whatever time based on his lunch, if he took one or not, and then the number of hours. But here I can select all day. The time disappears, put in 8 hours or how many hours ever that employee works. My note, the bank that we're going to be using. We can see how many hours are left in that bank, and we go ahead and save this. And the request was added successfully. Under the resolve, if for any reason we need to see anything, we can see what's been approved and what's been denied. If it turns out we can let John take this particular day off, again, I just tap and hold and move to the right, and that shows me the options. I can revert this back to a pending and then approve it from there. Maybe he came back and said, you know what, I don't need this day off after all. Plans changed. I can go ahead and click here, select revert, and that's going to bring it right back into the pending. And from there, we could either deny it or modify. Maybe he wanted different bank hours or something like that. And we can change to a different bank, and then approve it from there by sliding this to the right and selecting approve. Our menu up at the top would allow us to change companies if we have more than one company that we're a manager or supervisor in. There's general settings, and we're currently in the time management, but we can click outside. That's where we're at. So this concludes the overview of the Manager mobile app, and I hope this helps. Thank you.